All right, I think we are good to go. Let me just double check this. And in fact, I think we're okay. All right, everybody. Hopefully you guys are all having a lovely day out there today. It's the day before the big day for the most part here as far as the technicals are concerned, right? Wednesday CPI data comes out. We're hoping it's good. We're hoping it's 2.9% or better. And that will get Bitcoin back up into a pretty nice bullish state here. What we've seen today is Bitcoin take a little bit of a breather here, pop up a little bit more, giving a chance for Bitcoin to hit around 100,000 bucks like we talked about the other day. And so far that is still kind of coming true here, which is kind of nice. I don't know if you guys watched my video earlier today, but we talked about it a little bit here. I'm optimistic for Bitcoin, I would say, but what's really nice is we've seen altcoins come up a tad bit. There's been altcoins popping off 10, 15, 20%, and I think that's really the meaty part of today's stream. We finally got altcoins coming back up because, again, everybody is once again excited about what's going to happen with CPI. It's weird to have the whole week focused on one big thing here, but I do think inflation data is going to have a very large impact on where the market goes for the rest of this month, right? So, hey Striker, hey Dolphin, hey Rico and Mark, hope you guys are all doing really, really well. Bitcoin dominance refuses to go down. Yeah, I mean, I think I was talking with Benjamin about this, actually. I was thinking it might go up towards 65, 70%. Excuse me. That remains to be seen, but it has been climbing up for a while now. And again, if you go back to where Bitcoin dominance has been over previous cycles, during altcoin season, it was pretty close to the 70% range. So I don't think that's out of the ordinary too much. It's more about how this cycle has been. I don't even know how to call this cycle. We've seen Bitcoin go up and up and up, and altcoins kind of go down, down, down over the kind of as a gist of things, if you will. But I'm still optimistic that we are going to have an altcoin season and so forth. It's more of just like, gosh, time after time after time, we've seen Bitcoin go sideways and more sideways and more sideways, and it's just becoming a little bit of a hiccup. What's my feelings on Dogecoin before I get started? I mean, I'm still bullish on Doge, but man, I was really hoping that might hold on to that 30-cent range. It had been bobbing up and down for a while, right? And now we're finally just back down below it. And I was like, oh, that hit hard. Not going to lie, that did hit very, very hard. What I got to do very fast, just to make this a little bit easier for myself, is I need to go over to my teleprompter, and I need to move this over there, like that, almost. There we go. Okay, there you go. Yeah, but overall for Dogecoin, I'm still pretty happy with it. I think we're good. Rumble, let me see. I do not know how to go live on Rumble. It is driving me absolutely nuts, so I think what I'm going to do is I think it's with my streaming software, not with the other stuff. So I'll figure it out because I'm supposed to be live on Rumble again, but whatever reason, it's just not working for me. And I think I'm just messing it up on my streaming software. But once it's on the, well, let me show you. Once it's on this thing, I cannot turn off the streamer. I can't add stuff to it. So pretty much broken at that at that point. But I'll fix it again another time here. It's just something I got to get used to. Also be there in time, Love and Doge. Yeah, I mean, right now, guys, let's take a look at overall Bitcoin. I think, we did this a few days ago, but I think it's just important to talk about. Let's get out of smart money concepts. Let's just get rid of it. Let's have a naked chart here. Let's go over here to Bitcoin long term. Let me take a sip of water. Loki has a busted paw, so he's not really running around so much right now. And I'm not going to call him over here unless he comes over naturally. Yeah, because I don't want him jumping around too much. All right. But generally speaking, you see Bitcoin. I don't think people really have bad feelings about Bitcoin besides the fact that, hey, Bitcoin needs to move up so my altcoins move up. And if my altcoins move up, then that's where I'm making all my money. That's kind of how I feel people feel about Bitcoin right now. You add oscillators onto this one. Oh, and there's no oscillators on this chart right now. They must have got deleted. Well, everything is fairly bullish as far as the monthly charts. Hop over here to the weekly charts. We've just been consolidating again, just like we did over here, just like we did over here, and just like we did over here. It's a boring time, and I completely understand it. But what everybody is hoping for the next few days here, as we see what can happen with Bitcoin dominance, altcoins, all that type of stuff, CPI and inflation, is can Bitcoin get this small breakout right here on the daily chart? This is a small breakout. This isn't something, massive, if you will. But can we get back up here to this level of resistance around $102,000? Right now, I think it's definitely possible. It is going to be a huge ask, I would say. And that's primarily because the daily charts are still bearish. If you go over here to the monthly charts, bullish, bullish, bullish. Weekly charts, bearish. Sound like a cow right there. Bearish, bearish, bearish. Okay. So those weekly charts don't really instill a lot of hope for Bitcoin to have a large move back up here to all-time highs anytime soon. However, when we were bullish back over here and when we were bullish back over here, momentum was on our side for the most part, except for some stochastic and RSI issues, but the MACD was still on our side, right? What ended up happening was two big news events. The first one was no more rate cuts happening. We're going to pause rate cuts, right? The second one was about tariffs and leveling tariffs on other countries out there in the world. Namely, I think at that time it was China, Mexico, and Canada. All that was news events. So again, I do believe we're going to be able to get a news event, which for us would be a CPI inflation data. I do believe that's what it's going to get us back up the over the hump here and start making Bitcoin just look a little bit more appealing for a lot of investors out there, big institutions and so forth. And then that, of course, will just draw more money into the altcoin markets as well. And hey, Digital K, happy to see you, my man. Hope you're doing very, very well. I'm doing pretty good. Loki got a busted up paw from playing around so much yesterday at the Super Bowl party at my grandparents' house. So he's hobbling around here with his bandage. He's probably hiding from me so he can bite his bandage off because I don't want to put him into a cone because he freaking hates cones and he walks into walls, and when he walks into walls, he hurts his shoulder. So I'm playing games with him. Like every time he tears it off, I'm just basically there to re-bandage it up, and he's getting pissed off at me. He hasn't bitten or bite me or anything, but he just looks at me like, please stop, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't. But yeah, overall, I'm doing pretty well. So right now, as we kind of keep track of everything here and we're kind of watching, see what can happen, I'm excited because Bitcoin at this point is at a level of resistance. You've seen how we've had some trouble breaking back above the 50-day moving average here, and that's fine. We've been here before, right? But 50, 20, a lot of volatility. We've talked about it before. We don't need to go into it again. There was a lot of volatility here. So if you guys are looking to make a move for Bitcoin here, I do think if you guys are day trading, see if on the 4-hour chart, because we are still bullish here, see if we can rally up here towards the 200 on the 4-hour chart, and that brings you right back up here towards 100,100, kind of around 100,000 bucks, and that'd be the easy trade here, 95,500 up to 100,000 bucks. That's the way the majority of people would play this, because this could happen before CPI data happens. As we go into Wednesday here, and let me drag this over a little bit more. As we go into Wednesday, early morning, if it's good, we can break out and hit $104,000, $105,000. If it's not good, we dip all the way back down here, back down to 97,000 bucks by the end of the day, and we lose all of that money that you could make from buying here and selling here. So again, what I think I'm going to do tonight, and this is more of an aggressive play, because even though the 4-hour chart is there, the daily chart is not there from a bullish standpoint just yet. It's just you can kind of see the technicals trying to warm up to it, some bullish divergences warming up to it. I think I try to make the play here from 97.5, up towards 100, scale out 80%, and then let the rest ride and see if we do have a breakout, what could happen next. I think that's the play to have. And then if you guys are looking for something of a stop loss, you guys have a few issues. Not few issues, you have a few options. I was looking at this earlier to see what would happen if we broke down. Wasn't actually too bad of a thing. I'd probably end up using my stop loss as like a $95,000 level. If you guys wanted to be a little bit tight, you can go 95,300. Again, still pretty close. Or up here on 96,962, kind of around 97,000. For me, I'd probably say a good stop loss is between 96,914 and around 95,310. Maybe over here close to 96,000 bucks would be a good stop loss. Then of course you're heading up for 100,000, so the ratio should work out a little bit better for you. But at this point in time, I just want to tell you guys, this is a more aggressive trade, I would say, right? Definitely more of an aggressive trade at this point in time. Okay, but I'm curious to see if it's going to work, so I do want to play around with it a little bit, because I do think we have the energy to have the pop. Now, breaking out above this remains to be seen, but coming back down a little bit, you know, afterwards, you know, that's mostly a CPI issue there. But I do think we're going to be able to make a move up there. And hey, Verla, happy to see you, my man. Good evening, good evening. And hey, Mark, happy to see you as well. Yeah, Loki's not having a fun day at all. He's just mad at the world. And hey, Rico, happy to see you, my man. Oh, yes, yeah, he's doing okay. What I did for him today is I rearranged his kennel, because he has a pretty big kennel. I can fit inside of his kennel. I'm a massive dude. I rearranged his kennel. I put a whole bunch of fresh new blankets on the outside of it, so it's not dark and, you know, denny, if you will. And I put some toys and treats in there for him, and he's been in there for most of the day, just chilling, sleeping. I gave him some chill pills so he's not running around as much, because as you guys, well, no, you guys probably don't know, this morning, from like the whole day, I think it was like from 11 o'clock to 4 o'clock, I believe. Yeah, like 5 hours, something like that. I had a roofer on my house. He was getting rid of all the gunk and stuff on the, you know, on the roof. So the guy was obviously making noise, walking, standing, power washing, all types of shit. And Loki, of course, was like, "Who the fuck is that? Who's the fuck is that? Who's that? Who's that? Who's that?" So I had to stop him from running around a little bit. So he was in his kennel for most of the day. Right now, I think he's in his kennel right now, or he is upstairs on my bed just chilling. That's where I left him at. So he may just be wanting to sleep on my bed and relax there a little bit more. So he's doing okay though. But definitely just a long day for him. I felt so bad. His paw is split, you know, but it's split, like it's the big paw in the middle. It's split from the top all the way to the base. So I have a lot of liquid bandage spray, some like doggy neosporin, and then bandage it up so it doesn't get infected. It happens to him every now and again. I don't know why. I have like balm and stuff for him, but you know, he'll be okay. That's the big thing there. Gotta love how dogs are. Oh yeah, he's dramatic, but at this point in time, he's doing okay. Okay, so let's take a little bit of a breather here. Bitcoin is doing fine. Bitcoin has an opportunity to go higher here. I'm pretty excited about that. And I'll probably be taking a long here, although it's going to be more of an aggressive long. So please be careful as you guys take this. It's just going to be a little bit of a higher risk trade. And I don't think you need to invest a shit ton of money or a lot of money into this to really make some good stuff out of it. Ethereum and other assets, you can see they're trying to bounce off here. And on the daily chart, it may not look like too much is happening right now, right? But on the weekly chart, we are still trying to hold this level, and it just looks so funny because you see on the daily chart here, just, I mean, like the chaos that happened, right? And we've actually already closed down below this a few times. I mean, I guess if you were to update it, because we were going off of, this point to this point, right? If you did want to adjust it now, because we've been bobbling around a little bit, and I think people do typically try to do that. If you go off of that, technically on the daily chart, we have it broken down. Technically, I would just point out that the daily chart for this is trying to become more bullish. It's not there yet, but it's trying. The weekly chart is bleh, and that's not looking the best. Usually when we do have these MACDs, it's usually not the best time for Ethereum. But what I do like about Ethereum right now is you can see we just have this nice level of support, and hopefully that level of support can hold right now. There we are. I'm really hoping Ethereum can at least, again, with the help of CPI data and stuff, make a move back up here towards 2,900 and then eventually get back up here to that level of resistance. This would probably take all week or something like that. But again, with a good CPI report, getting back up to $3,000 for Ethereum, that's not going to be a problem at all. That'd be an extra $300, $400 from where we are now. Yeah, I think that's okay. Sorry, guys. I don't need to get a new chair. This just feels awkward. I'm not used to sitting in this position. Yeah, why is my chair off? Oh, I feel like I've been going to the gym and I've been exercising my back more often, so my back isn't used to being in this like straightforward position as it used to be. Maybe because I'm cheating on my back workouts and what we call leaning forward too much. As far as everything else, Solana is trying to break out today. We'll see if it's able to do so. Pretty straightforward trend line. MACD, everything still remains kind of bearish with the stochastic just peeking out into bullish territory right now. So 1 for 3 on bullishness. But 12-hour chart, bullish, bullish, bullish. I think there's an opportunity here. 4-hour chart been bullish for a minute here. Not really the big indicator that I like to use for doing trades on Solana, but we do have this nice little uptrend right here. Perhaps if we're lucky, we'll be able to continue going higher and having these higher lows and things like that. Muscular back, let's go. I wish it was muscular. Technically, I have a lot of muscle on my body because I'm used to lifting up all this weight. But when I go to the gym and stuff like that, of course, once you actually push yourself, it's like you know, body's broken. I think I just have bad posture right now. Actually, I think what I need to do is tilt my seat up to the back and then look like this. So technically I'm hunched as I look, but I'm looking like I'm straightforward with you guys, right? Or I think it's just, hold on. There you go. Much better. My back. But now when I'm with this, I'm like, oh yeah, it's a little bit better. Okay. Anything else really popping off? I mean, Trump's up 2%. Melania's up 3%. You guys know my thoughts on these right now. I think they're very high risk, but I took a position a couple days ago. When's the last time we streamed? Friday. Since Friday, as you can see, Trump token has not really done anything. This is Sunday, Saturday, Friday. Come down, I would say a few percent. That's about it. Hasn't really done anything. I'm waiting to see if I should sell this. I'm just kind of waiting for a quick 3 to 4 day pop or something like that. And, you know, I think it could work out. There has been a lot of news about Trump as well, but it hasn't really translated into positive movement for his cryptocurrency. And I don't think that's a terrible thing necessarily, but I wish all the news around Trump would actually be good. I think Trump had a good, what do you call those? Good approval rating, and that didn't help this out at all. I'm hoping that some good news around Trump could actually do that. He got a cheering ovation at the Super Bowl. Taylor Swift got booed at the Super Bowl. That Super Bowl was absolutely crazy. Like, all the family friends that were there, everybody was like, damn, this game is like not close at all, but everybody was like, damn, thank God the Chiefs are getting their asses beat. It was a very weird feeling, very different feeling, I would say, actually. Right? But definitely weird things out there on that Sunday. It was crazy. Anything else popping off right now? Comp is up a little bit right now. See, this is what I assume most other tokens are going to do right now. You can see there's this downward trend line. You can see there's an opportunity to break out, but I'm not really hoping for the breakout right now. Right now, I'm just hoping that we can continue to go higher within this overall downtrend. And by buying low, selling high, I'm just going to make a quick little profit, and then boom, I'm going to relax there, right? And hey, new tariffs on metal. Yeah, what is it? Aluminum and steel this time as well. Hasn't hated that as much as it, the tariffs on Canada and Mexico. I really am surprised by that. And when you look at the markets as a whole, not really looking at meme coins here, but the markets as a whole, maybe this one. These are the monthly charts of all the major indexes, okay? We got Bitcoin. Let's zoom in here a little bit. It's pretty much been going sideways. It hasn't been having a bad year, bad 12 months, bad, 5 weeks, whatever. It's been fine. It's been good. Go over here to the gold. Great. Dollar index, consolidating, but it hasn't been bad, right? Consolidation. NASDAQ, consolidating, but it hasn't been bad. The SPY, consolidating, but it hasn't been bad. And the Russell, a lot of consolidation, and it hasn't been terrible. Looks like it jolted up 1 month with Trump, and it came crashing back down once the realization happened that there was going to be no more rate cuts. Killed off all that momentum. But again, we've gone up, and it hasn't been terrible. When we do start to see interest rates start to come down, this small cap 2000 index, this is going to be the same as Bitcoin not Bitcoin, same as altcoins. This thing is going to go crazy. The stocks in this thing are going to go crazy, but they will not go crazy until we start to see, until we start to see those interest rates. You know, I've been looking at a bunch of stocks over the past weeks because I want to remake a top 10 list to be doing a lot of day trading on it because my current list is getting kind of outdated. Excuse me, guys. Gotta get my water. Go over here to screener very fast. Let's go over here to this one so you guys can see everything I'm doing. All right, it's loading, I swear. There we go. Oh, they updated a lot more categories here. Okay. Oh, I think because the news is here. They had the news and ETFs weren't there before. I think for now we can keep it to all. Sector, we don't care about sector for now. We need to be only in the US of A. Market cap, here's the trick. There you go. 300 million to 2 billion. Small market caps, okay? But respectable, not like penny stocks, more respectable. Although you could say AMC and GameStop or you know, those could be meme stocks. Let me go back over here very fast. Where is it? Here it is, performance. I might have frozen it. Yeah, I think I froze it, so we'll just X out of that. Let's try one more time. We just won't open up the whole one. Okay, screener. Market cap, 3K, country, USA. So I guess it doesn't like having all of them on there. Okay, and then let's go over here to technical. And I want to have performance. Oh, the performance one really triggers it. Okay. Could just be my computer's old, you know, that type of stuff. I just want to be half 10% plus. There we go. Okay. So there's about 529 stocks in here. You can go over here to charts. And I've just been kind of scanning for companies out there that I like. Usually what I'll do is I'll actually go over here to descriptive and I will actually focus more on the sector. Like I'm not really looking for the oil or the energy sector right now, but what you guys can do is like, you know, energy, financial, healthcare, industrials. I think right now I've been looking more at healthcare, but you can see a lot of these smaller asset groups, right? Healthcare, information, all this type of stuff. There's been a few things in here that have been working okay. I typically stay away from biotech, as you guys know. Here's a software company, AIoT. We've talked about this actually in the past. Here I actually have some of this in my retirement account. It only just started making moves last year, it looks like. Before that, kind of flat. That's kind of how it is sometimes. But there still is some stuff making some moves. And when I see something that has a general good trend, I've tried to catch on to that. Allegiant Airlines is not something I buy, but it actually looks like it had a pretty good move before it dove down a few months ago. So I'm going to look to try to get some stuff over here because things like this are typically in those smaller Russell 2000s and things like that. Okay, I got to X out of here. This is killing my computer. I don't know why. Actually, let me see. No, 42% memory. I guess I X out of it. Chrome, Streamlabs. No, I don't know. I can't wait to get my new computer, guys. I just can't wait. There we go. Back over here a little bit. Hoping Bitcoin can make that move here. Oh, I gotta slide over here as well and also button up my shirt so I'm not some 80s hipster. There you go. Yeah, Bitcoin's still kind of just trying to make a move up but not having much luck here. There we are. Have to wait 30 days for the markets with tariffs to take effect. Yeah, I'm curious to see how long. Like, I feel like Trump is going to say tariffs, but I'm curious to see if he's going to implement them the way you would traditionally do it, right? Because every time he talks about it, the markets are going to move, and they're going to move quite fast, very, very fast. I mean, to go over here to the 5-minute chart just for Bitcoin. Look at the volatility as soon as the U.S. market opened up. Whoosh, whoosh. A lot of volatility. Tokyo market just opened up. Volatility again. Look at the Tokyo market last night. I mean, wow. Tokyo market over here, the U.S. market. We're just seeing a lot of volatility at the start of those markets and kind of in the midterms. This is 7:30. That's around 6 o'clock in the morning. That was towards market close. 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Yeah, so we've had some pretty good times here, I guess, as far as not times. We've had some pretty good opportunities to be able to take part in some fast market action. Have we? For the most part, I think a little bit, but this market has not really made me feel like, oh, I need to be jumping in all the time. I feel like in this type of market environment, instead of having like an 85% accuracy rate, I'm pretty sure it might be something more of like an 75, if that makes sense. I'm just not going to be as good as a trader right now because this market is just so boring and sideways. And then Crypto Ricky, what's good, Michael? When are you going to Vegas? I'm going to Vegas for Bitcoin Vegas. I believe it's May 27th. I know I'm going to... Okay, hold on. Let me see to see a calendar. Google Calendar might actually show my real calendar. So this is February. Next Monday, I leave for San Antonio, Texas.